Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Dominic, aka Dom the Cyber Genius, and I'm coming back to you guys with another video. This video is going to be on Bermuda and how they had a major internet and power outage and how that really affected their island this past week. Now, let's get into this breakdown. Hey, everybody, just wanted to give you guys this breakdown on what's really going on and what happened to the Bermuda Islands. So, on February 3rd, which was this past Friday, Bermuda did suffer a widespread power outage. This outage did have a significant impact and had some pretty harsh repercussions on the island's internet as well as phone services. So, um, their actual solar power supplier, I believe they only have one, and it's known as like Betco, which I'm gonna get into later in the report. But they did say that their solar power supplier stated that the power outage is a serious incident, and they did advise the users to unplug any or all sensitive electrical equipment. So this could be phones, computers, printers, things that are actually plugged up within a wall or attached with, a cord. And due to this incident, the government officials, or I guess their offices, were closed or are closed. And because of the significance of the power outage, it does and can cause a lot of damage when it comes to powers being cut and then having that quick surge, right? So because of it having that quick surge, they were saying that it can be damaging to sensitive devices that have voltages, such as laptops, computers, mobile phones, medical equipment, and even more stuff. This one is a little bit more on the shorter end when it comes to the reports because it just happened on Friday and it only lasted, I believe, a day or two or so. That's what they're saying. But just for that amount of time, just for a few hours, it could cause a lot of damage to people not being able to do their jobs, not being able to actually have internet, maybe not even able to communicate with somebody, right? What if we were trying to communicate with our loved ones and we didn't know where they were at, and because of that, they maybe got hurt or we didn't know, right? So not having power and the internet getting knocked out could cause a lot of harm, causes physical harm as well as being online. And I know I don't know the Bermuda area is pretty small, and I know they don't get that type of good weather all the time, so that could be one of the reasons why they actually had a power outage. They didn't state that it was because of a cyber attack. It may be, we don't know if it's from a denial of service attack or not. I think, or my best guess is that it could have something to do with their weather, and a lot of their power lines may have gotten like knocked out because of the bad weather they may have had. I don't know. Well, hopefully it's not a cyber attack. As far as the TTPs, I didn't really have a lot because they didn't break it down as a cyber attack. They just kind of informed us what happened, who was affected, what things were actually affecting, what they were doing to actually get to get the power back up. So the only one I could really think of was impact and what type of impact it can actually have on the island and everybody that's in it. So this could be, I just put data manipulation and destruction because say maybe we were working on equipment or we were working on a document and then all of a sudden our power cut out, then all of our data is kind of lost at that point if it wasn't saved or backed up. And then system shut down and reboot. They did say they had to shut down government offices and a lot of different devices had to get shut down or were powered off or were actually cut off due to the actual power outage. For the affected assets and organizational impact, they did state that this island has a population of 64,000 people. So that's probably the number of people that who were affected during the outages, or maybe you could take half of that, however you want to interpret it. These types of widespread power outages can be really harmful and damaging to internet connected devices, like how I mentioned earlier, such as computers and mobile phones. There have been multiple reports that the outage actually spread it out outside of Bermuda as well into and hit the British overseas territory and hit much of that region's internet connectivity and it even caused some customers to lose their telephone communication. So imagine not being able to call your kid who's at school or call your companion because you want to check up on them or make sure where they're at because now your connection's lost, right? So those are kind of the crazy things that are happening or that did happen when it came to um this power outage. NetBlocks, an internet monitoring organization, did confirm that the following power outage, the internet connectivity across the luxury island was down to 30% of its normal level. So they're saying that they compared normal levels of internet and having access to it, and they compared it to the levels of it at that time when the power outage occurred, and they said that it was 30% down from where it's normally at. Belco, their actual, I think, only solar supplier, said that they last reported that over 4,000 customers were affected and had their power cut off. Next is going to be mitigation in response. Like how I told y'all, it was kind of a quick report today. I just wanted to get it out to you guys and inform you of what's going on. So as far as the mitigation and response, they did state that in the state of this power outage, the government has informed residents to keep roadways clear and to refrain from calling their actual hotline when it comes to reporting power outages. You do need to stay safe because if there's no power, then that means there's no lights and you can't really direct traffic. And at that point, it just becomes dangerous where you can't see and you don't know where nobody's going, right? So that's a pretty bad thing that could actually cause actual deaths and harm to people if you're out on the road and there's no power. So the government did a good job when it came to informing the users or informing the citizens about the power outage and what to do to actually stay safe. They did say that Belco Bermuda Sol, their only electricity provider, did acknowledge that the incident. Um, they did acknowledge the incident, so that was a good thing. And they also, along with the government, informed the users and gave them guidance on how to keep the citizens safe. They did say that they're currently working on restoring the power to the whole island and stated that updates will be made available via their emergency broadcast station, which is 100.1 FM. There was some other updates towards the end of this article, and Belco did state that around 9:45 p.m. that they were able to restore power for about 90% of customers. So that's always a good thing to see. It looks like the power outage may still be going on, or some parts of the island don't have power, but 90% is a whole lot better than 0% in the seams of this realm. And they said that all the circuits were coming back up as well within that 90% range. And then lastly, they said around 11 p.m., Cloudflare did observe that the internet traffic levels and things like that were gradually returning to normal. And that's always a good sign. I believe Belco did apologize for the inconvenience because of that outage. And they're still trying to figure out the root cause of this outage. We don't know if it's a cyber attack again or if it's actually something that's went wrong on the solar providers in. Maybe there was some mess up there. Maybe they got hacked, or maybe it was just bad weather. Who knows? Hopefully in the next few days, we could actually see what really happened. This is Belco's first major wide power outage since December of 2020. And I believe they're doing a good job when it comes to getting back up the customer's power. And that's really it for this video. It was short and sweet. Just wanted to get to the point, inform you guys about this, what could happen in power outages and what stems from that, and what the actual mitigations comes to getting the power back up. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something from today. Please like, comment, share, and I'm out. Peace.